Welcome back to the reality, guys. I'm your host, Brian, and today I'm talking Love Island All Stars. This is Series 1, Episode 23. All right, so we pick right back up with the twins and Joe coming into the villa, and everyone's always excited whenever somebody new comes in the villa. All the spirits are always high. This episode ended with a recoupling and a dumping. So happy about that. Happy to see some new people come in, some people go out. Before we get to that, that's probably the big part of the episode. I'll run through some of the quick things that happened. The Islanders play a dare game. Um, I think the only question that really had some consequence and mattered because it was a talking point for a little bit. Josh gets a question where he has to snog the girl who's here for love, and then snog the person that's here for fame or for followers. For love, he kisses Sophie, and that's who he's coupled up with. And then for followers, he kisses Georgia S. Honestly, not surprising. Of course, she's offended. I mean, anybody who would be kissed there, I think, would be offended. I think it's a given. Toby makes a couple comments, and honestly, for Josh's reaction, I kind of agree that his reasoning makes a lot of sense. He kept saying, "Hey, like, if this was such a great relationship, why doesn't it work on the outside?" Like, well, this is a relationship that only works in here. It's like, then you shouldn't be in the relationship, honestly, because I thought the whole point of it is Love Island. So, she kept saying it was the distance, but we know that's a bunch of crap. Uh, yeah, I was fully on board with what Josh said. I can't stand Toby or George S at this point. Anything that is against them, I'm going to be fully on board. Joe and Molly had kissed before in a club. They talk after the dare game that comes up. Nothing crazy there. I think she's kind of into Tom at the moment, so that she kind of shuts the door on the Joe thing. Um, Twins like Casey, so Casey's getting a little limelight. I guess they find him interesting. I don't. Sophie was willing to be open and talk to Joe. I keep saying Josh. Joe. Open to talk to Joe. She says something to him in bed about it, and Josh is like, if that's the case, I'm just gonna take a step back. The next morning, she takes that back and is like, "Hey, I'm gonna focus on Josh." Arabella wants to talk to Joe. I mean, I think that makes a lot of sense. I mean, she was saved by Callum, so not a bad move by her. I think maybe it could be a thing. She likes his golden hair. They get a text about recoupling, and we're gonna move right into that because that's pretty much. I mean, we lose a day oneer, so it's important. So the new people come in, they're going to choose first. Joe chooses Arabella, not a surprise. Jess chooses Callum. Eve chooses Casey. And then we move into the regular people. So Tom chooses Molly, not a surprise. Anton chooses Georgia H, not a surprise. Toby chooses Georgia S, not a surprise. Josh chooses Sophie, not a surprise. And Chris chooses Joanna, not a surprise. That means that Kaz is dumped from the island. She didn't really get a great shake here. I feel like Tyler, they brought in her ex for somebody for her. I just think that they didn't really give her a lot of chances, and it's probably best for her that she's not there because I mean, we only really saw her talking to people when there was a problem, like giving advice, and I mean, I thought her advice was always the right advice, and yeah, I mean, it's unfortunate that she can't find somebody, and then they honestly like they could have done a better job, I think, of bringing in people in. They kept, I don't know, it's I mean, I guess it is tough when you have these people that everybody knows each other. So I don't know. Yeah. So I can't talk crap on an episode when they have a dumping. So that is always a good thing. Make sure to check out. Bill did a Vanderpump video before this that came out. Make sure to check that out. Also Below Deck he did. So Bill was working. Got 2 videos out this morning. I did the episode 22, 21 in the morning today. So a lot of stuff today for you guys, and we will have this again tomorrow. And I can't even remember. We do so many videos, what's coming out next and whatnot. But yeah, and like I always say, pop a comment below. Let us know of a show to check out. Somebody reached out on TikTok to check out a show, so we appreciate that. We'll be checking that out as well. And thanks for watching, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Have a great night. See you.